Today, we're going to dive deep into the intense world of the startup entrepreneur. It's a world of massive ambition, incredible risk, and, just maybe, the kind of rewards that can change everything. I mean, we all see the flashy headlines and the success stories, but have you ever really wondered what's going on behind the scenes? What's the true cost of all that ambition? Well, we're about to break down the DNA of a startup and get inside the minds of the people who dare to build them from nothing. So, first things first, who are these people? The title we hear thrown around all the time is founder. And you know what? It's a name they carry for their entire career, and for a very, very good reason. See, the key words here are risk and initiative. A founder isn't just some idea person. They're the one who actually steps into the ring, with the odds totally stacked against them, and puts everything on the line to get the whole engine started. But of course, it's almost never a solo mission. That's where co-founders come in. These are the crucial partners who jump on board when the company is basically just an idea. They share that same upfront risk and are absolutely essential. Okay, so we know who starts these companies. But what exactly is a startup? It's a term we all use, but its real meaning is incredibly specific, and it might not be what you think. And this right here is the absolute key. You can open a new coffee shop, or you can launch a new tech company. Both are new businesses, right? But only one of them is likely a startup. It's not about what you do, it's all about your ambition for growth. This definition from Paul Graham, who's a giant in the startup world, he just nails it. The key phrase is designed to grow. It's not just a goal, it's the entire operating system. Every single decision, every hire, every dollar is focused on one thing: massive, rapid growth. So you can think of it like a formula. You start with a big idea, you add a ton of ambition, and that combination creates a whole lot of risk. The only reason anyone would play with that kind of fire, well, the potential reward has to be just as big. Each piece depends on the others. Now, this relentless ambition for speed and scale, it demands a level of personal commitment that is almost unimaginable. Seriously, this isn't just a job, it's an all-consuming mission that basically takes over your entire life. To put this into perspective, a typical job is what, 40 hours a week? For a startup founder, that's just a warm-up. We're talking 100 hours or more, week after week. The whole idea of work-life balance, it doesn't just get blurry, it pretty much disappears. And this isn't just about being a workaholic, you know? It's a brutal matter of survival. The pace is so fast, the competition's so fierce, that if you don't devote absolutely everything you have to it, it's very likely going to fail. So this brings us to the really high-stakes part of the startup world. When you combine that massive risk with that all-in commitment we just talked about, what you get is, well, the ultimate gamble. Just look at that number for a second. 95%. The overwhelming, crushing majority of startups fail. All that time, all that money, all that sacrifice for an outcome that statistically is almost certain to be failure. So why on earth would anyone take that bet? The answer is pretty simple: the sheer scale of the potential reward. The vast majority of the insanely rich people out there were founders. They came up with an idea, nurtured it, and grew it into something huge that created a lot of wealth for themselves. So, after seeing the people, the mission, the commitment, and the long-shot gamble, the only question left is a personal one. We've laid out the landscape, now it's time for a gut check. And this chart lays the bargain out perfectly. On one side, it demands everything from you, 100% of your effort, dealing with insane risk and being incredibly ambitious. But the other side of the coin? It offers excitement, a huge challenge, and the potential to make a ton of money. The startup path is a gauntlet, no doubt about it, and it's designed to test your absolute limits. So the question isn't just whether you can succeed, it's whether you're willing to pay the staggering price just to try. Is the gamble worth the glory? Well, that's a question only you can answer.